So this is Enigmatic Fires. For some reason, I never played this during the Pioneer Marathon, so this rectifies that. There are 62 cards in the main deck. I don't know why that is, but I copied this list from a 7-1 record, so presumably they were doing something right. Like Cascade, you can't play too many things that are cheap because we're running Karuga as our companion, but we do have some early game interaction in Leyline Binding potentially. There's one Virtue of Persistence here. Technically, Touch the Spirit Realm can be interaction on 2 mana, although that doesn't seem very good. The cards that seem the most dubious to me are, I'm not really sure why Nicol Bolas the Ravager is in here. And then I assume you could probably cut like one other creature or a land to get down to 60 cards. As far as the sideboard, Obstinate Baloth, not sure why that's here. Archangel of Tithes. So this is basically like a Ghostly Prison effect, essentially. I guess this technically temporarily stops Appraiser or Discover from killing you in one shot, but there seems like there's better things you could play than that. So this one I'm also not sure about. Everything else seems fairly standard. So yeah, let's run a league with Enigmatic Fires. On the draw, round number 1. All right, reveal Karuga. This hand, let's see, we have 2 mana, but nothing really else to do. So mull this. Oh, let's see, we've got 2 lands. We can't even cast anything really with them. All right, mull again. All right, keep and put back Agent and, I don't know, Kenrith? Sure, let's put that back. All right, basic planes. Hopeful. All right, mono white humans it is. So let's play Rafine's Tower and back to them. Luminarch Aspirant, all right. Hopeful Initiate, the best single card in their deck against us, other than Thalia, I guess, because it can get rid of things. All right, play this one. Back to them. We're just not doing anything. Like, I have to draw untapped white immediately in order so I can temp lock down their field. Adeline, yeah, we're going to die. Yeah, we literally can't do anything and we're dead next turn, so we're going to concede this. So let's see, we want Verdict. What else? Archangel, temp lockdown, Baloth, question mark? Probably don't care about that. Let's see, Kenrith's really mana intensive. This stops what? Brutal Cathar, so that is relevant. Ravager can go. Heliod? Yeah, get rid of Heliod. Not sure what else. This is a 1-shot removal that gives them a creature. Might get rid of that. And then 2 more have to go. Maybe Fable, because it's slow here, especially against like Thalia. I'm not sure though about that. Golos is also unbelievably slow here. Yeah, let's cut Golos. Oh wait, no, I have 62 cards main regularly, so I don't have to cut anymore. Is Cavalier better than Golos? Maybe. I'm gonna say it is. All right, run that. Thank you for the sub. Tykix on the play, reveal Karuga. All right, way better. We actually have Leyline Bindings, so keep. Play this one, I guess. I don't think it matters. Over to them. Plays Authority of the Consuls. Creatures enter tapped? Sure. I have no idea why they're bothering with this. Plays Thalia. All right, sure. Yeah, play this tapped, and then we can just still have Binding up or just cast Temp Lockdown next turn. Take 2 from Thalia. Redain? All right, sure, Redain. So then this costs, yeah, 5. All right. Well, we should probably still just Temp Lockdown the Thalia. I'm not sure. Maybe that's not even correct. Oh, no, I can't cast Baloth because I don't have double green. So yeah, shock that in, play Temp Lockdown. So eat Thalia and this thing. Tykix says, no problem, been enjoying your content, very informative. Thanks for making it. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Luminarch Aspirant, all right. Hopeful Initiate. So we need to draw an untapped land here because we can't even cast Leyline Binding, right? Oh wait, no, I can't. I can cast Leyline Binding now that Thalia's gone. All right, play this. Leyline Binding costs me 3. I can actually double binding. I bind this and then I bind another thing. All right, pass to them. So I'm going to wait for them to go to combat and trigger the Luminarch. Targets itself, I think? Yeah, that's fine. No, that's not fine because I need Hopeful Initiate to not be able to kill this. So cast Leyline Binding, get rid of Redain, and then we'll bind the Luminarch. All right, 5 lands. I think I've done a pretty reasonable job of containing their aggro. Take 1 from the Hopeful, go to 12. Plays another Redain, sure. Which is better, Norn or Cavalier? I guess Cavalier blow this up, right? All right, Cavalier, blow up this, and back to them. Dranith Magistrate. Oh, they must think we're Bring Delight. Ooh, Tulsimir? I still only have a single green mana, right? All right, I guess I just Temp Lockdown, sweep this whole board, right? Or I could play Norn. Yeah, all right, let's just play Norn. 1, 4, 5, 7. So if they quad block this, they can kill it. All right, play Norn, and then we'll just pass. Not in any rush. Adeline, all right. Their attacks are still all bad, though. Virtue of Persistence. So, let's see. Temp Lockdown kills everything except Adeline. That seems fine. All right, so white, this one. Temp Lockdown. And then we just double attack with our Vigilance Bros. Another Dranith. Very well. Dauntless Bodyguard. Picking Adeline. I should kill something here. I'm just not sure what. Oh, this is a sorcery. I didn't realize that. Wow, another Temp Lockdown. All right, well, Temp Lockdown. All right, get rid of that stuff. Go to combat. Swing. It's okay, opponent. You can concede at this point. All right. Mono white humans. Yeah, everything stays the same. Run it back. Do I want Kenrith more than another card in here? I don't think so. We do have all of our colors. We've got interaction. I guess I'm keeping it. Like, the biggest issue with this deck is it's mono, right? So, ooh, Verdict. That's another excellent draw as well. Yeah, also we have a bunch of really good draws. So, if we just have a land drop every turn, that's great. All right, take one from this dude. They had nothing to play, eh? All right, play a Triumph and just pass back to them. They're just going to combat again. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll bind it. Why not? Land number 3. Plays Wedding Announcement. All right, sure. Let's just get Karuga over to them. Aw, Redain. All right, at least Obstinate Baloth will block to some degree while we wait to get rid of Redain here. Then Wedding Announcement triggers. I got a Shock and Breeding Pool in order to even play it. I guess that's fine. Actually, technically, I could Otawara this back to their hand, untap and Verdict the rest of their field. That seems like probably a better plan. I'm taking 1, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do that. So take a bunch of damage. Not too much, though. All right. End step, Otawara, Redain back to their hand. So that flips over. And now we can Verdict, kill all of these. Doing that for some reason. Play this tapped and back to them. So they do have a lot of cards, and the Wedding Festival flipped over. So Redain returns. Plays Dranith. Okay. Ooh, I can play Atraxa next turn. All right, so let's just Verdict and then play Atraxa the following turn. So Verdict, back over to them. Plays Luminarch Aspirant. Plays Hopeful Initiate. Then they get a counter. All right, so shock this in. Play Atraxa. Blue, green, black, white. All right, what do I want? Probably Temp Lockdown as my enchantment. So wow, everything I revealed was an enchantment and a land, eh? All right, let's do that, and let's grab Savai Triumph. Another land. All right, do they have an answer to Atraxa? They do have an answer to Atraxa. So now we're taking 7, because this pumps itself and then trains this. All right. Technically, if I Temp Lockdown, they can remove the counters from this to get rid of it, right? And then I can Temp Lockdown again, or I can just play Obstinate Baloth. I think that's fine. So this, white, this, play Temp Lockdown. So trigger on the stack, they can remove to kill this to retain their guys. And then I can just play Baloth, play this, and then back to them. Thalia's Lieutenant. So they can make this into a 5/5. They can actually make them both to where Baloth doesn't even kill both of them. That's kind of nuts. And then this trains, yeah, so then we just block here. All right, if I touch the Spirit Realm this dude, and then, no, so I have to play touch the Spirit Realm, target this guy regularly, and then Temp Lockdown, right? But then they can still even just make a guy with the castle. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can only play 2 spells. All right, cast this. So target this dude. Removes the counters, sure. Blows that up. And then we play Temp Lockdown. Get rid of all these guys. Play this tapped. So top deck mode, although they do have the ability to make humans. Dranith, sure. Fires, you say. I cannot afford to play that right now. So, all right, we got a Karuga and find something. So let's see. Green, green, this one, and this one. Play Karuga, and then we're going to draw 1 card. Oh, wait. We drew 2 cards? Oh, because Temp Lockdown counts. All right. So then, yeah, let's play. Do I have triple white? I do have. No, I don't have triple white. No, I do have triple white. So I can play Archangel. All right. Play Archangel. So what does this do exactly again? If it's untapped, creatures can't attack you unless they pay 1 for each creature. And if it's attacking, they can't block unless they pay 1 for each. Shuffet Dunes. All right, we still got multiple blocks. Temp Lockdown again, you say. I don't think that's actually good right now. It's probably better to just play Norn, right? Yeah, there's no way I can afford to attack them at this point. So let's just continue to pass. Is there any reason to play Fires? I don't think so. I think I have enough mana to where it doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, make a human. Plays Dauntless Bodyguard. Another land. All right. At this point, I have to lock down. Yeah. So play Lockdown. So eat all the guys. Let's play this tapped, and then let's attack them because we got a race before they get more humans on the board. And then yeah, let's play Fires. Why not? So then they make a human. Plays Lieutenant. So if I attack them with everything, they only have to block 1 creature, right? So they block Karuga, right? It costs them 1 to do that. So I attack, they block. I attack with everything. They block here. they lose one of their guys, and then I only have Elishnorn on defense. Then they make another human token, and then on their turn they crack Shephet Dunes and attack us. So I cannot afford to attack them. Yeah, I guess I can afford to. I can attack them with Norn, right? Because it has vigilance. All right, so go to combat, swing with Norn. So they're down to 4. They make another human token, and then this alone can't kill them either. So I do have to find something. Although now they have to block both Karuga and Norn when I attack. Get lost on Archangel. Yeah. And now we're dead because now they pop Shephet Dunes. We can only block 2 creatures. Yep, you got us, opponent. 1 round down, 4 more to go. For those who are just joining us, we are playing Enigmatic Fires in Pioneer. And we have just lost our first round to Mono White Humans. Trying to figure out what to play after bans, right? Yeah, so there's no reason to keep testing Nykthos right now if Nykthos winds up getting banned anyway. So we have to test alternative decks just to see if I'm seeing which ones of them strike my fancy, if I enjoy playing them, what the problems are, etc. We have no white mana, we have no third land. This hand seems really bad. All right, well, this hand seems a lot better because we have a bunch of interaction. No blue mana for Verdict, so I think I'm keeping what? I probably put Verdict back. Bans are definitely welcome, but banning right before a big tournament is a little silly. Yeah, it is. So keep, put Verdict back. So play a Triumph, and over to them. Hallowed Fountain tapped is probably blue-white control. All right, well, play this tapped, pass the turn. All right, let's put Karuga in my hand. So if it's blue-white control, then Temp Lockdown's basically a dead card. All right, play this tapped, and over to them. I mean, like, I could play Karuga for no value whatsoever, so I think I'm just going to not do that and just keep passing and, like, try to bind the first thing they play. Like, if they ever tap out for Teferi, I'll just bind it. Yeah, Memory Deluge, sure. I need to get value out of this Karuga. I can't just cast it into nothing, into, like, a counterspell or whatever. Discarding Sunfall. All right, play this tapped. Back to them. End of turn, Wandering Emperor. All right, well, we're going to bind that. Yeah, so get rid of Emperor. And then they make a token. It's fine. Activates Anchorage. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to end of turn hit the Samurai with Binding. All right, cast Binding. So hopefully we can get through a counterspell. I guess what stops this? Change the equation is the only thing that does. Make disappear, I should play around, so let's play this. Play Karuga. Yeah, of course they have changed the equation. All right, well, back to them. So they're just passing with nothing, and now they can either flashback Deluge or do something else. I guess Norn's a threat, so I'm going to play it. All right, that resolves, and then my hand's pretty bad. I'm going to hold the Sub-Vi Triumph in case I have to cycle it. Yeah, flashback Deluge. Teferi, They're plussing, that's not a good sign. Shocks in a land, and then Teferi untaps some stuff. All right, well, let's try to attack Teferi, I guess. Swing it Teferi. They just let it go to 1. All right, well, let's play Fable. Veto, sure. I'm still going to keep holding up Sub-Vi Triumph. So back to them. So plus Teferi. Farewell. Yeah, all right. We have to blink Elishnorn. So they get their Emperor back. Oh my god, they have removal on top of all that. And then Emperor's on the field. We're also just drawing absolutely nothing. Like, it's crazy how garbage our draws have been. Heliod, right on time to also accomplish nothing. What does this do on the other side? My spells have flash. All right, let's cycle Sub-Vi Triumph. All right, what happens if I bind Teferi? Maybe it gets through. I don't know. Leyline Binding. Bind Teferi. And over to them. Maps the Samurai, revealing Shark Typhoon. Then pumps the Samurai. All right, we take 4. What does Kenrith do? Tap out. I have 2 mana remaining. I guess I can haste it into the Wandering Emperor, maybe. Shark Typhoon, it makes a 6/6 shark right now. I'm gonna lose this game. Let's not wait around. Okay. What is garbage? Temp Lockdown. Verdict does not come in. What else? This thing probably sucks. Verdict out. So let's see. I want Dispute. What else? I don't think I would ever normally bring Ego in against Control, but I have so many cards in my main deck that are just absolute trash in this matchup that I think I just bring them all in and cut. Tolsamir's sucks. One more thing. Not Cavalier. Norn doesn't really do much here either. I think it does actual nothing to their deck. They don't have a single ETB card. Right, let's get rid of Norn. On the play, reveal Karuga. 4 lands, touch Enigmatic. Sure. Play this. Back to them. Tap land for them. Tap land for us. All right, well, let's try to resolve Fable. It actually resolved. I'm kind of shocked. 3 mana for Narset, so Fable's turned off now. Cool. So definitely do not loot. So I can attack Narset. Oh, what did they get with it? Veto. I can attack Narset, make a treasure token, and then I can either play Ravager or Enigmatic. If I Enigmatic, I can eat the Fable. What am I getting with it? The only 4 mana other creature that I have is Heliod. Heliod can get back the Fable that I just lost, I guess. All right, combat, attack, Narset. Let's make sure to play this. Let's play Enigmatic, then end step. So sack Fable, grab Heliod. Heliod triggers, gets the Fable back, and then it's back to them. Get lost on Heliod, okay. So let's just go to combat, attack Narset. So another treasure token. All right, Narset dies, and then obviously I'm not casting a non-creature into veto, so let's just play Ravager. So Ravager trigger, they have to discard. This card's Memory Deluge. Land number 5, and then what? I guess the good thing is if they have to verdict here to kill these things, then they can't have veto up, and then I can resolve, and then I can go Fires Enigmatic, eat one of the... All right, well, I guess not. If I attack and they just Wandering Emperor, I guess that's fine too. Let's go to combat. Swing, make a treasure. A Gonjo, our guy, allowing them to leave veto open. Sure. Actually, I guess I can touch the Spirit Realm, our guy, right? Let's do that. Yeah, touch the Spirit Realm this. So white, this one. So let's make sure we save our guy, and then they'll have to discard again. So this fizzles, then we make a treasure. All right, let's go ahead and put Karuga in my hand. Play this, and then go to the end step. Bolas returns. They have to discard another card. All right, Teferi finally hit the board, and that still lets them hold veto up unless they tuck this. Wow, they are tucking that. Kind of shocked. So first things first, we attack Teferi to death. Second main, play this, and then I go Fires into Karuga, draw 2 cards. Or how many lands do I have? 6 lands? All right, let's play Fires, and then is it better to do Karuga or Enigmatic? It's probably Enigmatic. All right, well, they're just conceding anyway. Yeah, this is fine. Run it back. Land, Bolas, Ego, Fable. This seems fine. All right, play this. Pass back to us. Let's play Ketria tapped. Then back to them. Field of Ruin. All right, Glacial. Play Fable. Change the equation. Sure. Back to them. Shocks in a land. I either put Karuga in my hand or I Ego here. I think like it's better to force them to use something. So let's Ego them. See if this gets countered. If it doesn't, I'm naming Teferi. Memory Deluge. Okay. Teferi Hero. They only have 1 Teferi in their deck. Really? And this is their hand. So their hand is Change, Get Lost, March, Shark Typhoon, 2 lands, and then what's in the rest of their deck? They've got 2 vetoes. They've got another Change the Equation. No, 3 vetoes. So Make Disappears and some Mystical Disputes. And then the only other... So their only kill condition... They brought in Regal Caracal, really. All right, so they've got Cat, Emperor, and Shark Typhoon. So that's their hand. Let's play this. Back over to them. They can just tap out for Shark Typhoon, but I guess that screws them because then we just get rid of it. So they probably will not do that. All right. So if I Fires, they change the equation it. If I Ravager, they change the equation it. They'll eventually just, like, you know, I have to force them to do something. All right, let's just play Ravager. So red, blue, black, cast Ravager. They let it resolve, discarding Otawara. I can't believe they let that resolve. Kill it with March, sure. Why not just change the equation? All right, I can play Fires and then Dispute, although they have the mana to pay for it. So if I do nothing, they probably just cycle Shark Typhoon, right? I'm going to put Karuga in my hand. I don't feel like just casting Fires and having it get countered. Cycles Shark. 6th land untapped. All right, I'm going to bind this sooner rather than later. So let's just bind the Shark. It instantly resolved. Play a land. All right, let's try to play Fires. All right, there's Change the Equation. So now we pass to them. Popping our Rafine's Tower. Very well. I actually don't know. Does this deck have basic lands in it? All right, it's got 1 plains. Sure. Another land. I'm going to try to land Karuga. If I do that and then they just kill it with Get Lost, I guess that's fine. So the only problem is if they counter it. All right, cast Karuga. It resolves. We drew a Mystical Dispute. All right, well, back to them. They have Deluge, right? So they could just cast Deluge. Yeah. So we're going to counter that. Plays another land. Get Lost our dude. Sure. All right. Now we don't know what they have anymore. So let's Ego them, and I'm going to name Wandering Emperor. Let's just slowly whittle away the amount of threats that they have that can harm us. All right, the Wandering Emperor. So their hand is Make Disappear, March, Change the Equation. All right. So their only threats after that are Seed Shark, Cat, and then I guess Manlands. All right, I can't do anything else, so I guess we just pass. Plays the Regal Caracal, which they can pay this Dispute mana on, sure. I feel like I have to interact here. It does suck, but yeah, I've got to spend all my mana to kill these things. Let's cast Binding. Kill a token. And blink a token. All right, try to resolve Fires. Cast Change the Equation. Cast Mystical Dispute. And then I'm 1 land short of actually being able to cast Atraxa here, so at least we hit this onto the field. So they could march it. It costs them a lot of mana to do that, though. March our thing, sure. Make Disappear still open. Then we take 3 from Caracal. So if I cast Atraxa, it's just going to get killed by this Make Disappear, so there's no reason to cast Atraxa. I guess what? I could Otawara to pick up Leyline Binding and then bind this? That seems terrible. All right, let's just pass. Basically, I've got to find some other threat that they have to counter and then resolve Atraxa. Yeah, activate that. So we have a 3-turn clock here. Or we could just keep drawing nothing. That works too. All right, back to them. Map their dude, revealing Dovin's Veto on top. They bend it. So I have to rip a land off the top. Even if I do, actually, they can still counter it, but at least then they lose one of their guys. All right, we're at 6. Time to rip a land. Titan of Industry. That also, I can't even cast it. I don't have triple green. So I cast this, it gets countered, and then we just lose the game. Yep, round 3. On the play for round 3. Wow, this hand's so bad. We actually cannot do anything. We don't have black for this. We don't do anything until at least turn 4 if we find an untapped land. But we got red, we've got land drops every turn, we got fires. I don't know. I'm gonna keep. If I was on the draw, I wouldn't keep. Well, our opponent's mulling to 4, so... Alright, play Ketria, and go. Lair of the Hydra. Alright, so almost certainly it's Nykthos. Play this tapped, and go. Alright, never mind. Lotus Field. Well, play this tapped, and go. Sylvan Scrying. Finds Lotus Field, plays Lotus Field. Untaps the Lotus Field. Alright, so let's play Fires. So if I play Enigmatic, what can I go get with it? Norn, Kenrith, Cavalier to blow up the Voyaging Satyr. Tulsamir to blow up the Voyaging Satyr. It makes me lose my Fires, although I can just play another Fires next turn. Unless they have Besage You or something. I think I'm just going to kill this. Kill that. Impulse in response, sure. Thespian Stage. Well, they're definitely getting there. Okay. Cast this. Cast this. Besage You on that, sure. What do I want to grab? What am I missing? A 3rd green source. Let's grab Ndotha. And then put Karuga in my hand because I can't cast anything else this turn. Back over to them. All right, they're not doing anything on their turn. Let's cast Golos. All right, trigger Golos. Let's go grab another Triome. Cast Karuga. Trigger, we draw 3 cards. Play a land. And then we can just cycle the Savai Triomes. So, yeah, back over to them. Copy Lotus Field. Pour over the pages. Untaps these. Draw a bunch of cards. Yep. And now we see if we lose. Dark Petition. I think we're pretty much dead then, right? Pour over the pages. Another pour over the pages. Another Dark Petition. Yeah, we're going to lose. All right, that's good enough. We'll just move on. All right, so obviously we want Dispute Ego, and we obviously don't want Verdict, anti-aggro cards. Does Norn do anything in this matchup? No. Binding doesn't even really do anything. Like, I guess you can bind a Voyaging Satyr, maybe, but that just seems overall terrible. I guess you need bindings so that you can enigmatic them into big stuff. So what's actually... Oh, Temp Lockdown. Yeah, Temp Lockdown can go. Yeah? All right, run that. Huh. I mean, we don't ramp. Like, we got all our colors. We have a land every turn. Sure, I'll keep it. Play that. Go. Layer nothing. Play a land. It's a turn. Sylvan Scrying. All right, play land. Play Fable. Over to them. This deck really needs to have an Archon of Emeria somewhere in its 75. Or rather 77, I guess, in this case. Trigger this. Definitely using it. Let's pitch Touch the Spirit Realm and... Ndotha. Yeah, all right, play this. Let's just go to attacks first. Swing, make a treasure. All right, second main, let's get Fires. They brought in counter spells, sure. All right, back over to them. Yeah, Lotus Field, float, then they can copy, and then we're probably just going to lose next turn. All right, so this flips over. Oh, let's see, I can, Enigmatic the Reflection into a Ravager. Oh, I can play, Binding costs 2, right? It doesn't even matter. I can, whether I grab Atraxa, Titan, Agent of Treachery, none of those do anything here. All right, combat, swing. So Enigmatic, then cast Leyline Binding for 2, then go to my end step and sack Binding. So my best bet is to Atraxa and try to find Mystical Dispute. All right, Atraxa, trigger. Well, that's a no. So Golos is the artifact. I guess if I untap, I win the game. So let's go Fires. I don't know, Savai Triome, Bolas. All right, I technically have Besage You open. Not that I think that matters. I guess if they like Emergent and put Omniscience into play, I can Besage You it. Impulse. Cast Hidden Strings, untap the stuff. So by the way, for everyone who says like, oh, Nykthos is no fun. Oh, get rid of Nykthos, get rid of Karn. Like, is this any better? I would argue that this is even worse because unlike Nykthos, which can just demonstrate like, I have X amount of devotion. I have Karn Kiora. Here's the loop. This is a storm deck, basically, and you don't technically concede until you see them go and get the win condition. Because technically there's like a 1% chance they could fizzle. Dark Petition, 3 hidden strings. All right, there's Emergent. Dark Petition, poor Leer. So if I give them Leer, they just win. So it doesn't matter, though. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter. All right, put your tutor back. So the Leer grabs the Dark Petition. We'll eventually lose. It'll just take a while. So we're dead. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I would rather play against Mono Green any day than play against Greasefang or Lotus Field. All right, we're on the play for round 4. His hand is absolute garbage. His hand's also not great, but at least we have a turn 3 Fable / Temp Lockdown. I guess this hand's actually fine. All right, let's put back Cavalier. Play this. Pass. Mountain into Soulscar Mage. All right, well, we're just going to make sure we have the mana for Temp Lockdown next turn. I don't play Pioneer, so I can't truly give an opinion, but from the games I've seen, I doubt that's a hot take. Lotus Field especially seems really unfun, waiting around to see if they fizzle. Yeah, I don't understand the Magic community. Shock this in, and then we'll play Temp Lockdown. Greasefang is you lose on turn 3, and you have to have instant speed removal in order to stop it. And Lotus Field is you can barely interact with it because it's based on lands that are hexproof and spells on the stack, and then you have to wait around forever for them to actually finish doing what they're doing. All right, Fires, and then I'm just going to cast... Oh, wait, no, I can't cast Binding. In that case, let's cast Fable. The idea that more people are clamoring for a Karn ban than are clamoring for a ban on Greasefang or Lotus Field just baffles me. All right, so use the ability and discard Binding and Beseiju. All right, so we're going to free cast this. Trigger, get back the Binding to our hand. Then I'm going to play this tapped, right? Then we will manually cast this, get rid of Ogier, go to combat, swing at Chandra. Just started playing again 2 months ago after quitting around the time Splinter Twin got banned. There's a lot more unfun decks than I remember in Modern. Did you quit because you were playing Splinter Twin and it got banned and therefore your deck didn't exist anymore, or did you just happen to quit around that time? Second main, get Karuga. I've played 2 spells this turn, right? Yeah. Okay, back to them. So Chandra pings us, we go to 13, plays another Ogier. All right, this flips over. So now we get to cast Karuga for free and draw a lot of cards. 5 cards, right? Yeah. I'm almost certainly just casting Enigmatic, so let's play this tapped. Then I'm just going to cast this and see if they concede in response. All right, no. Go to combat. I'm just going to wind up sacking this Leyline Binding, right? Or what am I sacking here? Maybe just Fires. I'm not sure. All right, attack Chandra. All right, go to my end step. Trigger this. Sack Fires of Invention. And then I'm going to just blow up Ogier so that we don't somehow just die to them playing like 3 burn spells in a row or something. Blow up Ogier. All right, they're conceding to that. So it's mono red aggro with Ogier as the pay. Oh, they've just conceded the match completely. Well, all right then. On to round number 5. A little bit of both. My local scene was already on the decline, and Twin was what I was primarily playing at the time, so that was the nail in the coffin. Round 5 on the play. Reveal Karuga. We only have 2 lands. We can't even cast Leyline Binding with Beseiju, although if we hit a 3rd land, then we get to play Fable. But if we don't hit a 3rd land, then this hand's really bad. I guess basically this hand is good if we find a 3rd land, right? I'll keep. So play that tap, go. Also, I fully admit Twin was unfun, so I have no room to talk. Yeah, Twin's not fun at all. And hopefully it'll never get unbanned. But at this point, it's kind of like, what does it even matter? Oh, opponent? Oh, our opponent's also on Karuga. Well, we have failed to draw another land, so we've got 1 more turn to draw another land. And if we don't, we're just going to lose the game. This deck does run 28 lands, so I figured it was a decent enough shot to hit it by turn 3. All right, turn 3. What am I guess I'm just playing Fable, right? Yeah. So shock that in, play Fable. So the only question is this Discover deck or Karuga Fires? Binding Eater guy. Plays their own Fable. All right, well, I'm definitely discarding. The only question is what? I really, really want to find an untapped land here so I can play Fires into Enigmatic or something. I'm going to discard Golos and I think the 2nd Binding. No untapped land. That sucks. Well, play this. I guess I just put Karuga in my hand, right? I can't do... no, I can Leyline Binding stuff, right? It is probably correct to bind their Shaman. Yeah. All right, eat the Shaman. Working towards building Hammer now, though. Have always loved Stoneforge Mystic. Discarded 2 Fables. All right, plays a tap land. So it's Fires. So it's a Fires mirror. All right, this flips over. We're 100% going Fires into Enigmatic. So play Fires. Bone Crusher our dude. That's fine. Resolve Fires, cast Enigmatic for free. I guess they could still have Binding open. All right, will it get bound? Looks like it. Binding on this, right? So their Reflection flips, and then there's their own Fires. Is it Fires into Enigmatic? Yeah, Fires into Enigmatic, Leyline Binding, and then they'll get something. Oh, Eat Fires. Grabs Elishnorn. Yeah, I could Spirit... No, I can't Spirit Realm it if I want to play Enigmatic this turn. All right, so all of my 7 drops have ETB triggers, so those don't work. My 5 drops, I could just grab my own Norn as well and shut their Norn down also. I guess that's what I'm doing. Oh wait, no, I can cast stuff for free, so I can touch that. So I channel Touch the Spirit Realm, get rid of Elishnorn, right? Or rather, I go cast this for free, and then wait till my end step and then channel this, getting rid of Norn. All right, this is going to be a bit convoluted, but cast this for free. So then we're going to go to my end step. So trigger on the stack, channel this. So it gets rid of Norn, then mine resolves. And then, oh, what am I getting? I could get a Traxa, or I could get my own Norn, and then Leyline Binding, their Binding, and their Enigmatic, because I need to get these off the field, right? So I could grab Agent of Treachery, steal this, or I could grab Titan, rather, kill this. But then I'm still dealing with Elishnorn next turn, so I think I just get rid of this, go grab my own Norn, and then I have to put a stop in their second main. Shocks and Stomping Ground, they've got 2 cards in their hand, and Bone Crusher. Actually, yeah, I have to stop in their second main so this doesn't trigger. All right, Leyline Binding. All right, well, that's fine. I'll still just take their Enigmatic. Steal Enigmatic, or rather, O-ring it. Okay, and then end step, both the channels go off, right? Oh, they have Binding now? Boy, this is miserable. Whose goes off first? I think mine resolves first, right? No. Okay, whatever. So then they steal a thing, they get double triggers. Oh, man, this matchup is just awful. Titan, blow up our stuff. And then all the ETBs are shut off, but they have a bigger board. Yeah, all right, whatever. Screw this. Concede. So obviously Temp Lockdown sucks. So after that, I guess what? Ego, maybe? What else? Tulsamere seems really weak. Bring in more Verdict. Is there anything I want to cut for the third Verdict? I don't think so. All right, let's run that. Yeah, this is fine. Keep opponent mulls to 5. So play Savai and go. They also play a Savai back to us. Let's put Rogren into play and pass back to them. Puts Breeding Pool into play tapped back to us. Let's just... All right, so if I get Fires out next turn, I can't do anything with it other than just resolve a Heliod, which seems kind of weak, but the alternative is to put Karuga in my hand, and then if I miss on lands, I don't have anything else to do, so let's just play this and pass. Another land from them, back to us. Even if I play Fires, then they just can bind it, but they can't bind it before I resolve something, so let's shock this in, then let's play Fires. All right, cast this for free. If they just go Leyline Binding into Enigmatic, then I think we just lose immediately, but who knows. There's also like Fires into Enigmatic, get Elishnorn, shut everything off. Yeah, all right, so Fires goes away. Heliod returns. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, that's not as bad as I thought it could be. They also tapped all their white mana, so they don't have... They could have Mystical Dispute, I guess. What can I even do here? I'm not verdicting this. I can't play anything on 5 because this is tap. I'm going to play this regardless, so let's make sure I play that. So the only question is, do I want Spirit Realm open, or do I want, like, to put Karuga in my hand, or flip this card? I guess I can flip this, and then if they rummage with the Fable, my stuff is cheaper, potentially. So, all right, let's flip this. What? It's 3, right? 3 and Phyrexian. Activate. Pay life. Yeah, there we go. I think I would also prefer to block this. I don't know. Yeah, I'd prefer to block this. So let's just pass. So rummage away a Fable, and then their regular draw, which means I can cast Touch the Spirit Realm at flash speed if I want. Beseiju. Will they attack? They will attack. All right, well, I guess I'm going to try to block them. Block. Enigmatic. If they sack this, then that means Fire shuts off my flash speed, right? Yeah, that's awful. And this can only hit creatures and artifacts, so I can't even flash it into, like, O-ring something. I would assume they would just, yeah, eat that, and then, all right, Titan. I guess they can blow this up if they want to. Actually, Heliod is an enchantment creature, right? So they could kill Heliod if they wanted to. Is there any reason to flash Touch the Spirit Realm in right now to kill this token off? I don't think so. Or kill this off, but then, yeah, They're also representing Leyline Binding. All right, let's just go back to our turn. All right, play Norn. I guess I technically could have flashed that out, right? Yeah, whatever. So that's over. Another Enigmatic, which means they can Enigmatic into their own Norn. And then none of the ETB triggers do anything, but I can still Verdict, I guess. So that goes away. All right, so there's their own Norn. Yeah, so everything's at flash speed, so I don't have to do anything right now. I guess I just pass and then probably Verdict on their turn. The best thing would be if I could touch the Spirit Realm this and then Verdict. I actually can, right? Because Heliod makes my stuff cheaper. Swing with Titan. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 7. I think I need to stop them on the second. Nah, that's fine. All right, we go to 9. Actually, so if I touch the Spirit Realm this, then it goes away. And Reflection can make a copy of Titan, but that's okay. Because all that does is just... Oh, wait, this does... The shield counter makes it unkillable once, right? So I actually can't do that. Another Enigmatic. All right. Oh, wait, no, they're doing their end step trigger. Okay. All right. So I actually just have to Verdict and lose my Norn. Yeah, if I don't do that, if I channel here and exile it and then cast Verdict, Reflection copies the Titan. The Titan, there's a copy of the Titan with a shield, but then the Titan dies, right? Because it's a copy of it. All right, so channel this, white, white, blue. So discard, exile this, white, and this one, and then I can cast Verdict for 3. So they can just gain a bunch of life, which is fine. All right, I'm not sure why they're not just gaining life with this, because the Verdict's going to kill everything anyway. Oh, wait, does it put a shield on anything? Oh, it's on anything, not just itself? I thought it was just itself. Well, I screwed that up then. Reading the card usually explains the card. Yeah, I thought it could only put it on itself. So yeah, I'm dead now. All right. So obviously punted that last match, although, I don't know, I was going to say something. I guess, no, yeah, I just punted that last match. Regardless, this deck's awful. The mana is so bad. You have so many lands entering tapped. You have so many colors that you need, and oftentimes you're missing colors, or you can't get the land to come down on tapped when you need it. You need like double white for lockdown. You need like Verdict mana. Then you need other color. And it's not even like you only need like certain colors. You need all your colors pretty much all the time. The fact that you have, ley line bindings that require that you have specific lands to make them cheap. And then sometimes you're playing like these check lands that don't even reduce the costs of the ley line bindings. Also, I have to, so this, I copied this list from a list that went 7-1. I have to believe that it doesn't have to be 62 cards main. Like, surely we can get rid of some of this stuff. And there's also just a lot of these, like, one-of silver bullet cards that Enigmatic finds that I find to be so mediocre. Ravager, Heliod, Cavalier to some extent kind of sucks, Golos. Like, there's a lot of just crappy stuff here. I have no clue why Archangel of Ties is in the sideboard. Leyline of the Void seems bad, too. There's just so much bad going on in this deck. It also takes goddamn forever to actually finish a match with it. So yeah, I will definitely not be playing Fires.